everyone, welcome to Kip TV. I am Kip, and today I am very honored to have a special guest with me, Getaway. Getaway, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm very excited to watch this match and cast with you.
Awesome. So let's meet the teams real quick, shall we? On blue, we have Team Derp. We have Shadow Goo as Sniper Smurfin and Iron is Scout. Griffin Blunk Bunker is going to be Demoman. Marcus is Soldier. Dr. Uber Shadow is appropriately the Medic. Jay is Pyro. Thunder One Chan is Heavy. Sally is going to be Engineer. And Mickey the Dick is Spy. Why don't you go ahead and take over Office Supplies and More, which is our red team for today.
Sure, we got Ninja Origami Medic, Omega Shoves Bananas Sniper. We got the Enlightened Nerd playing Heavy, Ryti Engie, Fiing Panda, Demo Man, Dreckelberg playing Soldier, Gatsby at Spy. We've got Dread Narnia as Pyro. Only 8 players on this red team.
Yeah, so playing a man or a woman down. Oh, looks like
Requies
has just joined. So there we go. We are here on Swiftwater between two Iron teams in UGC Highlander. This is the first game of the season, and so we'll just get ready for this call out. Already we see a pretty standard defense here. We have Soldier on the roof. Oh, but they already lost their Pyro. Dread Narnia goes down on the left. Anything special you see from this? Oh, we have the Uber pop. Interesting. Did you see?
Uber there.
Why was that happening?
They're powerhouse in that cart. They're just really pushing the whole entire time. They weren't waiting for anything.
Marcus Lucario got in there, took out the teleporter and dispenser, so a lot of damage already, and that sentry gun is not long for this world. Spy in behind Red Medic. Can he get the stab? I don't think anybody sees this medic is the Spy is around, but so far looks like Ninja will survive with 100%. Blue Med went down, so really interesting move right there to bring that medic out very, very early.
There we go. They pushed the issue now.
Looks like Red is going to pop that and stop the cart on the tracks, which is not a bad defense, but they really don't have anything much up at this point to hold for very long here at first. And first point of Swiftwater is one of those points where, yeah, you don't want to devote too much time, too much resources, and really commit if you can't hold it, because it's going to go down pretty easily. As we saw here, time already ticking down. Blue is going to be able to cap this cart in a pretty good time here.
Right, and real important for Red to fall back and set up, and the Renji actually already got back and has got his nest going up, which is good for him. Ryti now with his gun and dispenser up.
And interesting, the play right there, just as the cart was capped, Blue Med went down to a headshot, so a nice pick right there from Red Sniper. That's going to buy Red an Uber advantage. Well, that's the second advantage they have in this match. We'll see if they decide to do anything with it. But so far, it looks like they're not going to be able to hold the tunnel, which I feel like is not held enough these days.
Certainly for Team OSM, it's like the whole family kind of came out into the tunnel to try to hold it just now.
But there's no setup, there's no engine nest, and I feel like, I hate to pull the old person card, but back in my day, we held tunnel. we put up a level 3, and we would hold it for years. But you just don't see that these days. These youngins, with their Snoop Dogs and their rap music, just don't hold the tunnel.
Hungry hippos.
Yeah. But actually, it looks like Red not doing too shabby of a job. They did have that Uber to pop in there. They decided to use it aggressively, so not a bad idea to pretty much clean out the tunnel right there. And Blue Med went down again.
Team Derp's scout here doing some work.
Yeah, he got in there
behind.
behind.
And Iron has gotten in, just taking out all kinds of stuff.
And still alive, too. I want to get on his cam, because, yeah, he's still alive. Takes out the sniper from behind. He's got about 21 health, but he is quite behind the lines right here. He could do some damage if he could get a pick on the med or anything like that. Point is capped. Usually you want your scout on that cap, but Smurfy and Iron has better things to do. What those are, he hasn't decided yet.
Let's go down.
He does good. He was going to try to get the Engie pick, which would have been big, but Ryti finishes him off first. We do have just the Heavy on the cart right now, and he is just, on fire, and, Red Heavy comes out and tries to defend. He will get the Blue Heavy off, but looks like the rest of Blue Team is there to pick up. So far, nothing really set up here on third, so this is probably going to be another fast cap for Team Derp if they can continue pushing through. Marcus Lucario with a nice air shot there on Ryti to take out the Engie. So really nothing here, and Blue Team just needs to be aggressive.
Yeah, I find it interesting that Team OSM, Team Red, isn't doing anything to take high ground. They're just kind of sitting down below. The one soldier jumped up, but I mean, they've got to get up above or they're going to get smoked out of here pretty quick.
Yeah, usually you'll see teams at least holding on like this balcony type area, but we have their heavy med combo just right at the cart level, which it puts his med in a very vulnerable position. So we'll see how it works. So far, Blue not taking advantage of this. It looks like they may be waiting on an Uber, which is really, I don't know if it's like that's a good idea at this point. OSM should just pushed in while that level 1 sentry gun was still the issue. Now it's going to be a level 2, probably level 3 soon.
Mm-hmm. And Ninja Origami, the medic for OSM, is going to be sort of attacked from multiple sides here soon if he's not careful.
Well, looks like Dr. Uber Shadow, I think is his name, went down. He was attacked from, I think, behind a spy, maybe? But so no med for Blue right now. They wasted their chance they had of any advantage pushing into third right here. And now Red has this Uber. We'll see if they decide to do anything with it. They have to know that the other med went down, but it looks like they're just going to hold. Again, like you said, they're not taking a lot of high ground positioning. At least their combo isn't, and I that makes me very, very nervous for the medic.
Yeah, I mean, this area here on Swiftwater, there's just so many areas. There's the big flank building, there's the side, down below, above. They can take it from so many directions. It can just get kind of chaotic. They're up above now, thank God.
Yeah, and we'll see if this is the incoming push. It looks like Blue's just having a little bit of trouble deciding where to push from. They do have about 80% Uber right now, so we should see this push incoming soon. It's not like they need to push immediately. They have a time of 2 minutes and 56 seconds for the first 2 points, which is a very good time. So they can bide their time. They can wait for this Uber, which is ready to go. And we should see that push coming soon, because once you get to Uber, not really too wise to wait around.
Oof.
What'd you see?
Dread Narnia, I mean, just came in and set the whole team on fire, and they were kind of reeling from that, and then Red Spy Gatsby came in and tried to do some work as well, and kind of ruined the blue Uber.
Yeah, and then the blue combo, I think they didn't know the sentry gun was still up, and the med went down to the sentry gun, the heavy was backstabbed. That was just a messy all around for Team Derp. So what could have been a successful push? Well, what could have been is always the case.
I mean,
Highlander.
I would put it on, I think, for that push coming in, you've got to have your Pyro with you. So Team Derp's Pyro J really sort of needs to be leading that Uber so that he can air blast everyone away and clear the path, and, you know, if there's a spy there, ruin his day too with your flamethrower.
Speaking of spies, Gatsby is in behind the blue medic. He's about to ruin his day. Nobody knows he is there. Oh my goodness, he gets the stab on Dr. Uber Shadow. Gets the NG too. He's going to finish off the heavy. Nobody knows that Gatsby is around. Oh my goodness.
No one can do anything about it.
Oh, Gatsby is indeed great. Then gets a headshot and Shadow Wagyu. Gatsby's going crazy right now. I am not going to change cameras until he goes down, because he is carrying his team. Well, not carrying, but he is leading his team right now in points.
Well,
We'll see. Oh, he gets the scout.
Team Derp 4 up there a second ago. I mean, they're really getting just monsters just rolled over.
Assassinated, I think, from Gatsby right here, who still is on the prowl behind the lines. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and this is where Jay the Pyro really needs to step up. There is a scout, and he is on a murderous rampage. Or there's a spy on a murderous rampage, and nobody is safe. Finally Gatsby goes down.
Running the distraction play there kind of to perfection.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Speaking, Mickey the Dick isn't doing too horribly on his own. He actually is on second on his team in points too. So these spies are definitely one of the issues in this game.
Yeah.
We'll see though. I mean, that's fine on defense if your spy is leading, but on offense, you really want your heavier classes to be leading in points. You need that. Yeah. I mean, the heavy is up there, but you need your demo man, and you definitely need your medic to have more than 12 points.
Yeah, it is a little odd to see the spy with 24 points and the, say, demo with 9, but we'll see what happens.
Gatsby again in behind the lines, but that time Jay had his number, so he is gone. We do have both Ubers ready to go, so we need to see a push here from Team Derp. They can't afford to hang around much more. Looks like they are going to come up. We'll see if Red is ready for him, but should be a pretty standard push right here. They are coming from across the way. Uber comes in with for the demo man, send the stickies towards the sentry gun, and it goes down. But after that, they run away. After the sentry gun goes down, they retreat, and Dr. Uber Shadow retreats into a headshot, so down goes the medic. Red didn't even pop their Uber. Wow.
I guess they're sort of, Team Derp's remembering about the cart now. They sort of were focusing that gun so much.
Yeah, they did a good job with the gun, but then didn't continue the pushing, didn't put aggression on the combo, and the combo was able to pop the Ubu whenever they felt like it on defense, and that's never a good sign because that just cleared off the cart and really stopped Team Derp's attempt at a push. So we'll see, time is ticking down. We got about 1 minute 45 seconds left for blue team, that is Team Derp, to get this point. They got quite a few people on the point right now. One of them is their medic, who really shouldn't be there. When you have less than 2 minutes left, your med has to be kept alive. You need one more Uber push. But Dr. Uber Shadow decided to take one for the team, and you never really want to do that as a medic. But
nope. It's turning into desperation mode, I think, now, a big time for Team Derp.
And it doesn't really need to be. They still have a minute, which is still enough time to get an Uber and get a push together. But they can't do it if they continue sending people as, just meat to the carts.
Yeah, Smurfing and Iron, their scout goes down there. He was pushing, thank goodness.
Looks like Red will have an Uber ready for this, whatever last push Blue comes up with. Blue's not going to be able to get anything. I say go quick fix at this point. About 50%, they'll be able to get an Uber in here, but seriously, quick fix.
Quick fix, that's a great gun. You've used it, right?
Yes, not intentionally, but I've accidentally had it as a loadout. And actually, this is the first game of the season, so this is prior to the quick fix buff. But anyway,
true, yep.
Tons of blue players on the cart. Girardi comes down. Will we see this Red Uber? Oh man, huge defense from Omega shoves Banana. Wow. That was nice. In comes the Uber. Now we just have a standoff with the NG on the cart.
Sally, the blue NG, just wondering, why is this cart not moving?
Also wondering, why am I still alive? Oh my goodness, Blue Spy is going to be able to get on the cart. Oh!
11 minutes 21.
Wow, that is a really long time for 3 points here. But it is a cap. It is a cap. But they only have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to make it to the next one. So, Team Derp, get the points, but it's not great. Good news is you got the point. Bad news is it's a terrible time. 11 minutes and 21 seconds is already pretty long for the entire thing, and they still have 2 more points to get. So really can't afford to be hesitant or passive. Just need to continue with this aggression, and God, really need to
play there by Gatsby. There
yeah.
by shutting down the cart a little. I'd really like to see Team Derp's Engineer Sally and Smurfing their scout push the cart a lot more. I think the scout's been trying to make too many plays behind the lines and is just really forgetting the cart.
Just saw a great cart defense there from Office Supplies and more. Soldier got in and did a great bomb on the medic, and then a little bit cleanup from everybody else. So Office Supplies and more getting their defense together. I mean, they can't be upset with the way they held third right there. So they're still doing in a good position right here. And have to be happy with their play so far.
Dr. Uber Shadow's going to have this advantage, though, by quite a bit.
This is true. If he can stay alive, he is playing farther back than he usually does, so that is, looks like that is their plan right now. Just one fell swoop, one Uber push, if you will. However, Red is about 20%, like you said, behind them, but they could probably get this up here. Oh man, the Spy in behind the NG takes down Righty and his sentry gun. Oh, and then a huge headshot from Omega shoves Banana. We do have this Uber. It's the Demo Man who takes out Red Medic, so nice pick right there. Can he continue to get the kills? Pulls out the sword. That's never a good sign. Oh my goodness, and Gatsby is in on the cart. Where is blue team?
Blue team got wiped out. They're 2 up now. 1 up. That's just really great defense by OSM.
What happened with that push?
That was a situation where Team OSM, they kept their sniper up sort of back behind everyone. They kept their heavy and their spy far enough away from the cart that they could just defend it and shut everyone down. And that's exactly what they did.
So great defense right there. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of overtime, but not enough. And that is going to be a nice defense of 4th round. So OSM will have the chance to push their cart themselves. All they have to do is cap the 4th point and they win. Or if they cap the 3rd point in under a minute and 20 or 11 minutes and 21 seconds, they will win this round. So that's probably what we'll see. It's going to be very, very difficult for Team Derp to hold 3rd for as long as OSM did.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. So if you are Team OSM, what would you want to see them do now on offense, maybe that Team Derp did not do that last round?
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but hold tunnel. Tunnel is really easy to hold if you can get coordinated enough. You put a level 3 sentry gun in the doorway. You have your flank classes guarding the flank from behind and also making sure that nobody comes from the upper tunnel. And then just hold the heck out of tunnel. You can hold it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of those defenses as well. I think some teams just sort of played as risk-reward. You know, they feel like if they fail on that tunnel hold, they're dead then, and second's just gone, and they've got to fall all the way back to 3rd. So I think they sort of weigh the pros and cons. But I kind of agree with you.
I'd also be excited to see a different sentry position on a 3rd. That would take the opposing team by surprise, because everybody knows where you hold on 3rd. But if you come up with a maybe different sentry position, it would throw the other team off. But anyway, we will see as we have this opening push from Blue. Looks like they're going to bring their med out of spawn relatively early right here.
Heavy falls in the valley, though. That's bad luck for them.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to get up.
Gloves on. Uber follows them in right now.
Interesting. You could probably just send a scout down there to finish him off, but they're going to use the Uber. He does finally go down. Meanwhile, Red Heavy trying to defend all by himself, but not going to happen with the Blue Uber coming in. Interesting happenings here on the first. Blue Medic is going to survive. No, he gets exploded to who knows where.
Yeah, while that heavy chase was going on in the valley, the OSM combo was just happily pushing the cart along.
So it was a ploy. It's the heavy distraction.
Never seen that.
I have not seen that either, but it was amusing. Let's be honest. Blue team didn't really know, or red team didn't really know how to defend against the heavy in the valley.
Everyone's so fragmented now. I think OSM's got trouble trying to sort of push, and they've got a pyro now behind them.
Yeah, and I really think Jay could be pushing in here more. If he actually goes down right, he finishes him off right there. But he could have done a little bit more in terms of pressuring the medic. But looks like Ninja is going to stay alive. And Red is going to regroup maybe here at first. And I don't like this. I think they need to fall back to tunnel. Again, I'm going to sound like a broken record. Gatsby comes in, takes down Uber Shadow from behind. Oh man, that Spicicle taking down the heavy too.
A bomb. This is maybe a big mistake here by Team Derp, is just holding way too far up. You're right, they've got to fall back.
Yeah, Marcus Lucari go down in House as well. They only have 4 up right now, and only one of them is really a huge damage class. Well, not huge damage, but Jay is the only one who could potentially hold people off in tunnel, but it's not going to happen. Andrew's trying to set up, but it looks like he's going to be sent on his way. Or Sally, I guess it could be a girl.
Could be.
Could be. But, so now Red is left scrambling, trying to get some sort of defense here on second, where I don't think they have enough time. And Blue has a 100% Uber.
We've got OSM's soldier up here waiting to make a play, a bomb or something in the flank area.
We do have this Uber ready to go for OSM. Should be seen that. We haven't seen them be too cautious isn't the word I'm going for. Hesitant, I guess that's the word. Anyway, Heavy overextends into the tunnel for Red, so he goes down immediately. With that, here comes the push. We'll see if they can finish off Red Medic. They have spotted him in the corner. Oh my goodness, what is going on? No! Blue Med gets covered in Girardi, so they fall back. I guess that was the happenings there.
Yeah, kind of questionable now. Sally's just carrying the gun around, kind of a weird spot, setting it up at the mouth of tunnel.
Yeah, and the problem with that is she takes a lot of damage too. You can see he has to fall back and get health, and he's away from big ammo packs. So generally you want to build on the little cliff territory, but that's not happening right now. Looks like he's going to move it back. So there we go. Red Uber was popped to push forward through tunnel a little bit to gain some ground and gain some time for Sally to build up. So not a bad idea. This isn't turning out to be too horrible of a hold here from Team Derp. And I think it all comes down to that it was pretty fail Uber push from Blue when they had that Uber advantage. They just weren't able to get any kills with it.
It was, yeah, kind of a waste for sure. One thing I'm noticing though is that there's no flank control by Team Derp. They're getting up there now, but this Blue Soldier is just living in the flank.
Yeah, looks like Marcus has finally spotted him out. We're just having an exchange of some rockets, but you're right. He definitely put some pressure on the sentry gun right there. And Dreckelberg, he's caught out because he's really hurt and there's no health here, but he can do a lot of damage to that sentry gun. He's
going to take that gun down. No, almost.
Oh, man. He still has like 28 health left. At this point, you want to get that pesky Pyro who's been reflecting, doing some nice work. That's Jay being the Pyro. Oh, and finally Dreckelberg goes down. Marcus finishes him off there. So yeah, definitely got to protect those flanks. I wouldn't be surprised to see Dreckelberg come back with direct hit.
Well, how about if Team OSM sort of takes advantage of this and pushes their whole team through that flank? That might work great for them.
Absolutely. It's a little risky because it puts you a little farther away from the sentry gun and harder to control where your opposition is going, so you can't like corner them or anything to get kills. But I mean, again, it gives you a lot of free range. I
think you nailed it though. Is that a direct hit comes in, a few of those rockets, the gun's down, and you can just push and just smother them.
Yeah. Looks like Dreckelberg is still on the regular rocket launcher. But in comes this Blue Uber from the tunnel. They will push. Gotta focus the sentry gun or focus somebody. Right now they're not doing really anything. And Pyro is in.
Blue's heavy, just kind of looking around for what to shoot that time. Luckily they did get the gun down.
And put a ton of damage out on Red. They will have people in the cart. That's the important part. During all that chaos, somebody was pushing the cart, and that's the important thing. Cart is finally capped at second point. So it looks like we have 5 minutes for OSM to cap one more point, and they will win this round. They are pretty close right here, and Red was pretty devastated after that Uber. Though not everyone went down, there was still a lot of damage that Red was not prepared to recover from. Let's see, do they have anything set up here? I don't know, this is going to be a risky hold from Team Derp. Right now, Blue just needs to send people in. Scouts, Sniper, somebody to harass the Engineer, and somebody to take down that Pyro, who's playing the Pyro pretty effectively right now.
Yeah, I mean, OSM is just sort of holding now, building the Ruber with the Heavy. I'd like to see them with one or two more people.
Yeah, and it looks like a... What'd you see?
Sniper dot there, just down. They're just going to try to push through that little choky area, and the Sniper was watching it, and that's maybe not the best spot for Blue to go through.
Yeah. Now they do have the Super, so we'll be seeing a push here. Yeah, and I think you're right. They're just going to go through the choke.
So OSM is just trying to figure it out now. Ninja is kind of hanging back.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. We have the Demo and Soldier. Okay, finally the Medic comes in with the Heavy, so we will be seeing this push from underneath, which is definitely the proper, I would say, better push position. I need to focus down that gun and force the pop because Red, finally they do have pop their Uber, but significantly later than Blue.
No one pushing the car. The Soldier does get on it. Dreckelberg trying to do work, and also now the Scout. That's Requies.
Oh, both meds going down, getting nice targeted down. We do have heavy on heavy action. Thunder will go down as the cart is now perilously close to the point, but England spy from behind. No, Mickey gets caught out, and looks like this will finally be the capture, and OSM will take the first round.
All right, so we got second half now starting, and Kip, you know, Team Derp, they've got to figure something out in this second half, or it's going to be curtains for them. What do you think they need to do differently, if anything, in this second half to sort of come back and make it happen?
Well, I mean, their defense wasn't horrible the first round. The problem that killed them was their offense in the first round. They really shot themselves in the foot. They had a first 2 points, a good time, but just weren't able to push that third, which they have to get past that choke in a very... I don't know. It sounds, you know, cliche to say, like, yeah, they just need to get a better time in order to win, but that's pretty much it, because their defense wasn't horrible. I don't know, would you agree with me?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like sometimes in the first half or first rounds of some of these matches, the teams are getting to know each other, and so then they're able to come out in the second half knowing what to expect, and they can kind of prepare for it a little better. So maybe we'll see that here in this second half.
Yeah, now this time OSM has the chance to set the time, so we'll see what kind of time they can get for all these points. And not bringing their medic out very soon, which probably the wise decision right there, as Dreckelberg already has control over the roof on the right, but no, he does have to fall back. We have pushing on the cart, that's Requius, who's doing the scout action. That may be another thing to think about is... Oh, what?
Derp's heavy and med are down already. They're in bad shape. They've got to get out of there.
Requius was on the cart, then just went for like a side vacation and took out the medic, then got right back on the cart.
That's a hell of a vacation to me.
Little homicide on the side, nothing like that.
Worse.
Oh man, so yeah, like you said, Derp has to get out of here, but huge plays by Requius. Take down the med, oh man. So yeah, that cart is gonna go to first very, very fast right here. Notice I'm looking at a good time. Less than a minute on the first point is not too shabby at all.
Look what we got here. We've got Sally building the gun in full, just like you wanted.
Yay,
they were listening to
Sally! Unfortunately, he just has the gun, no teleporter or dispenser. But you know what? There's this hold going on, so it could be something.
Sniper's watching tunnel as well. We've got Shadow Wagyu in there. We've got almost everyone now filing in.
So not too shabby. They did lose their heavy because of Gatsby, the cursed spy. In comes Pyro, Dread, Narnia to take out Sally. So NG is down, that gun is on fire. It's not going to be long for this world, unfortunately. But you can see the pros of holding this position.
I mean, it's still taking people out.
Yeah. Really, it just takes like one rocket to take it down right here, but looks like OSM just isn't used to this. It's going to take out this... Oh, finally. I thought Dread Ninja was dead for sure, but no, he takes out that gun. Yep. Pyro is OP. So Sally will fall back to third right here. I don't know if he's going to have enough time to build up, but we'll see. As his team is holding pretty aggressively here at the exit of tunnel with some sticky traps and Thunder out here. But I don't know, just really have to watch their flanks, which they did not do too superbly the first round, so we'll see if they can bring that the second round.
Blue Spy Gatsby making a play now, snuck in through flank, and it's gonna, goes down there.
Still running that Spicicle, so of course Jay has just been M1 Pyro, and not in the bad way, but just if that spy is around and you put those flames, then it essentially, you know, takes away the threat of that. I mean, it does take away the threat of that backstab.
There's a place for the M1 Pyro.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got short tunnel push now, big push.
Just some heavy on heavy Uber action, whereas nothing happens. Blue Pyro blasting a red medic back quite a ways, but not going to do anything. Blue Uber falls away faster and leaves Blue Heavy behind. Mickey the Dick finishes him off right there, but OSM and their push kind of scattered and dead right now as their med went down. And already a level 1 sentry gun back up. So nice hold right there from Team Derp.
Team Derp got the better of that for sure.
Oh, but then Gatsby comes in and ruins Sally's day, takes out Sally and saps that level 1.
And sneaks away. He's up in house now, just hanging out.
Gatsby, we'll get on his camera. And I would make... Oh, of course, I try to get on his camera, and he goes down. I would make a lot of Gatsby jokes, but I'm tired right now, so I'm not going to.
Well, we talked about it, though. We've seen a lot of great spy plays from both teams, actually.
Yeah. And Swiftwater is definitely one of those maps that can lend itself to be very spy-friendly, very sniper-friendly. We have seen a few big sniper picks, but we have seen a lot of good spy picks from both sides. So definitely have to be happy about their play right there.
Yeah, right now, OSM has their engineer Rai T up with a mini up in flank, as well as Drickelberg up there as well. Holding down flank, really great flank presence with the engineer, which is a little different.
And Drickelberg, I'm watching his camera. I don't think he knows what he's doing, but he's hidden here behind the lines. He wants to do something spectacular, and I have to stay on his camera because he's going to. I just know it. Now he's in the house. He's targeting down the engineer. He will take down his Sally. Oh, if he could get the sniper too, that'd be huge. Playing that roamer soldier like a boss here, but he doesn't have enough rockets. He does. Oh, it takes down sniper.
Can't pull off the three-peat.
But hey, it took down the engineer, and now that sentry gun can be easily spammed down. But of course, red with those spawns that are much faster than blue. Looks like Sally's already up. So this hold, not too shabby right here. OSM having a hard time getting through and making the most of their Uber pushes.
They're sort of dry pushing this tunnel here, though, a little bit. They're only at about 75 on Uber.
Yeah, bringing the medic out of tunnel right here. We'll see if they can't do anything. They're actually putting some presence there on the short tunnel as well. Sentry gun is down. A red medic is scrambling for his life right here, but blue's going to have this Uber soon. Oh, red just called too. Blue is just everywhere. Oh, we have Druckelberg with the bomb in, forces the pop on red med. So a nice push right there, as well as because we had people on the cart. So OSM everywhere and doing things right, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, definitely starting to see some sort of good coordinated split pushes coming from Team OSM, which is great.
Yeah, it's one of those much harder things to pull off, especially when you're a newer team. Now, OSM has been around for a while. They played since Season 8. Now, this is Season 10. No, 11. This is Season 11. Summer Season 11, right?
Maybe 10. We'll look that up. We'll edit that part out.
Yeah, we'll edit that out. We'll just bleep it out.
But Team Derp are no slouches themselves, because they played in Season 7 in Highlander, and they went 5-1.
Yeah, so they had a not too shabby record. Familiar with these maps, of course, because Swiftwater is one of those ubiquitous UGC maps on Highlander that every team knows how to play, much to their chagrin or to their whatever the opposite of chagrin is.
Non-chagrin.
There you go. What is a chagrin, by the way?
You know? What is that?
These are the questions that demand answers. I'm blaming Gabe. Anyway, so we do have this push here on to second. We'll see if red team, that is Team Derp, can put up a solid hold like OSM did the first round. That would buy them some time.
Team OSM, though, their sniper Omega is getting some picks. Just took out the other sniper. Oh, he gets stabbed, though. Mickey the Dick doing some work, the red spy.
I feel like Mickey the Dick is the name of somebody from the 1950s in a detective movie.
Yeah, I feel like he's, like Private Dick. That's what it's probably,
The PI, and he talks out of the side of his mouth. There you go.
Backstab, see?
Oh, man. No, just watching some Scout and Scout action here, and the...
Yeah, we have a match, I just remembered.
Look at Shadowgoo, who's actually holding...
I'm watching him.
Interesting, he got some... He's running the Sydney Sleeper, which I forgot to mention, but he's been running that this entire round. He does go down. But, so, with that Sydney Sleeper, I don't know, how much do you know about sniping?
I mean, I know that there's a huge meta to sniping in Highlander. I haven't seen the Sydney Sleeper used too much in Highlander. What do you know about it?
I mean, it's the same... the Sydney Sleeper is going to get those assists. It's not going to get your headshots. It's not going to get the big picks that we generally associate. But Shadowgoo, he's only got 5 points right now. I mean, but again, this reset. But if you look at Omega Shov's Bananas, he's dominating the sniper battle. So that's one thing to think about.
He does go down. I mean, Now, OSM got this cap, and they're looking real good. Do you think that Sydney Sleeper maybe is a little more effective on these PL maps where maybe the teams are a little more clustered together, a little easier to get assists? What's your thought on that?
You know what? I don't know. I'm not going to pretend like I usually do to have an opinion or an answer, because I just honestly don't know. Don't play Sniper enough, and it's not one of those meta games that's really popular to talk about. Mm-hmm. Nobody really cares about sniping because mostly Sniper's going to run the regular sniper rifle.
But certainly most people, if they suddenly find that they are pissed on, as they say, they're going to usually panic and kind of back up, and it can really break up any kind of cart push.
It is true. But again, like we're talking about, Swiftwater can lend itself to be very favorable to snipers. There's long sight lines here, especially at 4th. So we'll see if we see any changes in guns right now. But we do have this 100% Uber ready to go from Red. They're pushing up really far. It looks like they want to take some ground into House, which I don't know about this. I think, well, maybe there's a lot of people in House.
Well, they knew that they just took out OSM medic Ninja. He's scrambling now to get his Uber back up, and so it might be smart to sort of pressure and take advantage of that.
I bet this is a time when they wish they had crits, because there's a lot of people clustered up in one tiny space. And that could be fun for a demo man. But, yeah, it doesn't look like they're really... There we go. They are committing the Ubers pop, but the door shuts in front of their faces, and they can't get in unless they are invited. There they go. Finally do get inside.
Rough spot for that Uber, because if the door's not open, you're kind of stuck.
A medic is now all by himself and gets pilled to death. Not sure about that. That was a really messy Uber pop right there from Derp. They probably should have taken in the heavy and should have gone in a door that doesn't shut in their faces. But, you know, blue medic did go down, so Uber is reset. Long story short.
They could have at least knocked on the door maybe and asked nicely to come in, you know?
No, I think it's like vampires. You have to be invited.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That is a part of Swiftwater. I mean, if anyone's new to the map, there's a vampire element.
Yes. I blame Twilight.
For everything, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we have a match going on.
Right, this whole thing. So there's 5 up on OSM, and their pushes are they're kind of trying to figure out their strategy for pushing, it seems like to me.
And I guess that this is one of the more difficult points to push. If you don't get a good momentum and a good push rolling at whatever through the second point and up this hill and around the corner, if you're not, you know, making the defensive team retreat and kind of scatter, you're going to have a hard time. You're going to have a bad time.
I mean, there's so many things you have to worry about. If the sniper's up on defense, there's big old sight lines. If the gun is up for Red, if the combo is up, that's a whole bunch of things that you've got to attack in this big, long stretch, so...
Yeah, and even if you do get an Uber advantage, there's a long way to run.
Yep.
Where you either, you know, hold your Uber or you pop it and you just waste it on just running. But Omega Shot's Bananas has been doing a nice job shutting down the sniping game. He just took down Shadow Wugu and putting down a lot of pressure. Oh, gets backstabbed though. I should have known better to talk about him when there's a spy behind his back. But it looks like Blue going to be able to put together a push right here as a lot of players for... Well, yeah, Red did go down, but they're just now getting those respawns. Now, one way to combat...
Thunder, though, the Red Heavy was trying to do it by himself, which is kind of not the greatest idea.
It's better than Blue Heavy, who's just standing still for quite a while. Okay, I think he's back with us. All right. But another key element of getting through this field is putting ×3 in the cart, and we haven't really seen that from OSM. Kind of still flirting around the cart, not really committing to pushing it. Finally, we do have the NG and Scout. That's what we need. They will be able to creep in behind there.
But look at this. They're working hard. They get it done.
See, that's what you gotta do. Sometimes you just gotta say, screw the kills. I'm just gonna duck like a coward behind this cart and push it.
And that's a great Highlander play, is put those 2 guys in your cart and just sit there and just sometimes hope and pray, but it works.
Yeah, so it did work for the cap. However, Blue kind of scattered after that. Smurfing and Iron followed up and took down the medic, and he's just kind of on a roll right now, getting an assist on the Demo Man and taking down Sniper as well. He's going to be able to get this Engineer, I don't know, but Smurfing and Iron has been doing some really nice work on those flanks. Although it hasn't really shown his points. But again, we do have Mickey the Dick is actually first on his team in points. I got to get on the spy cam
Well, Gatsby, the blue spy, is just kind of sitting behind right now and just chilling.
Oh,
Cloak and dagger style.
he is just salivating. He doesn't know which stab or headshot he wants to go for
So
first.
much stuff to do.
Oh man, and he could get a sap down on the dispenser. Oh my goodness, just also delicious. Oh, but he misses the first stab.
Yikes.
And now he's spotted out. He's back to the irregular knife right there. Decided the Spicicle wasn't going to be worth it since Jay was on the ball with that flamethrower.
Oh. Gatsby taken out by the heavy there.
Not so great anymore. Oh. So what do you think of this very forward hold right here? I mean, the point is already capped, but we still have a gun. We still have the entire team up here. And essentially...
It's great for Team Derp because, I mean, they're laughing right now because they know that OSM is going to come through this sort of, gauntlet again and then keep going. And so it's great for Team Derp.
Yeah, and you always have to worry when you're putting very forward holds on about the back cap, but that's not going to happen in this payload, obviously. Especially since the cart is already at its final resting... I don't know what you want to call it. Anyway.
Final resting place?
Yeah, I guess. There, yeah, you go. We do have the Ubers popped. Red Uber is focusing a little bit too much on carrying forward and trying to get ground instead of holding blue Uber to its... Oh, but it doesn't matter. In comes Griffin Blunk with some nice picks, stickies, and takes out the blue medic. As we have a little bit of chaos going around from every corner, but the sentry gun is down. This would be a time for blue to push. They don't have that med, but they can't get around the corner. So yeah, this is a nice hold right here from Derp.
The blue spy Gatsby is trying to sort of run the distraction play and maybe draw some Derp players back, but it's maybe not working so good. It's kind of what they've got to do. See who they can get behind. Maybe try to distract these guys and move in from both sides.
He's back to that Spicicle, so we'll see what's up his sleeve, but don't have a lot of time to waste. Only a minute left to get that last point in Swiftwater, which can be very, very hard to do. However, there's not a lot set up here for Red, and down goes Dr. Ubershadow to a backstab. So finally, Blue's going to break through that defense, get times... Looks like we have times 7 on the cart. No, times 4, times... Just need times 3, guys. Times 3 on the cart, and we'll see if they can't push the entire way. 22 seconds left. Is there anything here for them to push into is the question. Looks like Sally hasn't had time to set up anything, and Sally is suicidal because Sally only has seashells at the seashore.
Seashore, right.
There you go.
Put up a panic gun there at the end, but it was nothing doing.
So here comes Blue. Entire team is alive, and Medic is just healing everybody in the cart. They will go into overtime in these last few seconds. Entire Red team is now on the cart, but looks like Blue is going to win out, and wow.
Wow. How about that for a finish?
Oh man, seconds. Wow.
I love those close finishes on Swiftwater, I've got to say.
I do too, but the finish is one thing, the other, 16 minutes is another thing. And that's,
well, that too, yeah.
That's going to kill office supplies and more right here. Team Derp easily could beat that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, do you agree now that the key to success is maybe coordinating some split pushes like we just saw from OSM?
I think so. And I definitely think that these teams have it in them. We've seen that ability.
Of course, yeah.
But I think one of the keys in coordinating those split pushes is definitely getting those people in the cart when you're coordinating those. It's one thing to get the kills, but it's a payload, don't forget. And I think a lot of times that just means swallowing your pride as an engineer, a sniper, a scout, and just sitting on the cart and writing it.
Yeah,
because that momentum is going to help you in terms of yeah.
It'll come down to what Sally and Smurfing maybe can do now. I think on the cart. I think you're absolutely nailed it.
Well, thank you. So we do have opening a push here. Jed Narnio is actually trying to get a pick or some sort of medic drop or something, but he's going to survive, fall into the LA River there, which is what I call Valley. But
right. Bit of a different hold here from OSM. Are you noticing this?
Hey, now, where's the sentry gun? Where? No, that's a earnest question. Where's the sentry gun for Red?
I don't know.
I'm
not sure what happened.
Right, he is built up on second. He has given them first. What?
That's sort of taking the forget about first point hold to a whole new level, really.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Already his team is falling back into the tunnels. They have this 100% Uber. Blue already popped, so this wouldn't be a bad idea to pop here and stop Blue from just getting a really, really swift time here on the first...
Swift. Swift time?
But in a way, they do get it, and in comes the Uber pop from Red. They do manage to take out the Blue medic, who's just standing there all by himself. Not a good position. But yeah, I really don't like this hold from OSM.
Wondering if their engineer RIT maybe got into some trouble or made some kind of mistake or something that forced them to... We missed it.
Usually I'm better about that. Usually I talk way too much about engineers and their setup, but I blame you.
Well, you know, I'll take the blame. No, I don't know what happened. We assumed that we would see the same hole, but obviously a little bit different this time.
Nothing wrong with that, unless you can't hold it.
I mean, RIT is in a bit of trouble now. He's holding here with the demo by himself.
Oh, and RIT takes a pill to the face. So that center gun is still up, but for how long is the question. Blue team, however, has yet to get through the tunnel. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to just send some players flank, take out that center gun, and deal with the tunnel when you have to.
Yeah, I mean, Ninja has come right up now to heal in the tunnel, but I've got to wonder how long they can hold in there. Oh, yikes.
Not going to hold long when there's a knife in your back.
Maybe the wrong place to be.
Maybe... Well, definitely.
RIT now putting up another gun. We'll see if he can get it to level 3 and keep it up.
I'm liking what I see here from Smurfing. He's just sitting on the cart, pushing it all the way through, taking out anyone who comes near him. He's obviously a very good scout. We saw some nice plays from both him and Requius. But you gotta push the cart in situations like this, and that's what he's doing right now. And I think that could be a difference maker. So far, though, he needs the help of his heavier classes to take out this gun, and Red is not protecting its flanks very well. Not up here like we've seen. Both teams actually.
Wondering about Sally, the blue engineer. I mean, I'm not seeing cart pushing. I'm not seeing minis.
What is Sally doing? Oh, it looks like Sally's on the cart now. Running.
We can need that gun down, though.
Yeah, Uber's about even here, so we probably will see a pop, I mean, eventually, but where is Blue going to come from is the question. We do have a little bit of patrolling now going on the flanks. We have Darkelberg, and he is Pyro, Dread Narnia, up here on the bridge and looking out, trying to prevent anybody from getting in here through the gate. So not a bad idea. I do like that positioning. Yeah.
So maybe for the miscue starting off, they've really figured out their defense now, for sure. Really solid.
Yeah, we have both these Ubers ready to go, so definitely a huge marker right here in the match. See what happens with this Uber exchange. Blue Uber comes out from a short tunnel. Centric gun goes down easily. Red has yet to pop their Uber. They're going to wait as long as possible, and they do pop eventually. Fall off the cliff, though. They're going to go for the cart defense instead of going for the med pick, and med gets finished off in the tunnels. Nice stickies by Panda right there, and that looks like a pretty good... Oh, but Mickey the Dick had to ruin it all. Takes out the heavy, and so it's still a pretty good defense right there, but... You want that heavy alive, but Mickey...
Well, yeah, I mean, but OSM holds on. There's no one on the cart, and there's no one near the cart.
Yeah. Smurfing in Iron. Gonna get in here? No, he's probably not gonna survive too long with all that fire. So the question is, will Sally be... Righty be able to build up again?
Yeah, I think that Team OSM right now, their hearts are probably beaten after that whole little Uber exchange, and they've got to just settle in, and it looks like they are going to build back up and kind of hold tight.
Yeah, and I worry about Ninja Origamis. He was positioned down by the short tunnel, but he does move, so okay. I feel a little bit better about that. I'm feeling a little nervous, though. Mickey the Dick is in behind here. Gonna take out the sniper very easily right there. I'm gonna get on Mickey's cam.
And that was good, because Omega, the OSM sniper, was watching that main tunnel, and having him down is a huge, big deal for Team Derp.
Oh, man, but you gotta watch out for the other spy. That is Gatsby taking down 2 in the tunnel. Finally gets finished off. Marcus bombs him into oblivion, but those spies...
Well, Team Derp now is building up. They're at over 90 now on their Uber, and got Demo and kind of gathering the troops for this Uber push now.
And we'll see if they can do it successfully this time. Uber gets popped on the Demo Man. Sentry gun, a few more stickies, and it should be down. There, indeed, it goes down. Looks like they're playing the exact same strategy as before. Gonna force the pop from Red, but Red Ubers last much longer. Blue Medic is trying to get out of here, but actually runs into the spy, and down he goes. Red is everywhere, but this Blue Demo Man is still... Nope, no longer, and looks like another successful defense.
What a great hold.
Now we do have this blue soldier in.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too much Marcus is going to be able to do there by himself.
To his death.
Yeah. Well, he was shotgunned to his death.
Scout now. Check out the car. We got Smurfing pushing. Good for him.
That is going to be clutch. And look, the medic is on the cart. Oh, the Boston Basher. Not necessarily the weapon you want right there, but almost made it work. Oh, Smurfing doing work. Yeah.
We talked off the start about the scout and the engineer, and they figured it out. Obviously, Smurf laughing his ass off there.
A little cocky, but we'll give it to him. Meanwhile, Gatsby is still alive in LA River at first point. Oh my god! And
Derp's trying to dry push it, and I think that's the best bet.
I'm sorry, I'm just very engaged in this spy battle, and I missed the cap. But,
yeah.
Just
kind of dry pushed it in, and I think that was a really great move on them. They don't want to die, though, here now. They want to maybe regroup if they can.
Yeah, but, yeah, I think definitely the right bet at that point. I'm going to scatter this defense now. OSM, not exactly sure where they want to hold. Their spawns will change. There's still some people at second. There's some people who are spawning at third.
It's kind of fragmented. I mean, Dr. Ubershadow now is just kind of confused, running around. He was up top with his sniper, which is definitely not where you want to be healing.
No, and it looks like there is a pirate in behind their back flanks at second. What? How did Jay get there? He's just harassed.
Play is on in full force. He goes down there.
Not bad. I mean, it was it distracted the scout and the medic for a while, so I'm not sure how effective it was, but whatever, it did the trick. Meanwhile, Gatsby on the cart getting a 2K. Jesus, Gatsby.
Stranger things have happened, right? Who knows?
This is a pretty strange match, but that's Swiftwater.
Entertaining, though.
Yeah, of course. That's entertaining, strange, and Swiftwater, I think, words that pretty much encompass this map, or this match.
So, I mean, Dr. Ubershadow's got his Uber, but he's way back in tunnel still, and the cart's way in front of him. Here we go now, we're moving up.
He's scared of something. He's scared of Gatsby. That's what was going on.
Gatsby.
Gatsby does go down. Looks like he is for serious down, so they're going to try for this push soon, I assume. But Red has their Uber, so they will be pushing into a full Uber. So who will win in this Uber v Uber? Oh, Thunder is so hurt right now. He does get dropped. Oh, no. So Druckelberg takes out the enemy heavy. Blue Uber is popped, but already Red did a ton of damage.
And Red IT keeping that flaming gun up.
Some nice work right there, and Red didn't even have to pop their Uber. They did so much damage without it that they are in a safe enough position where they just let the blue Uber push up against them and then fall away. We'll see if they decide to do anything aggressive with it, but really at this point, I would be fine with just hanging back and holding on to that.
Yeah, one thing I noticed is that Ride T, the engineer on OSM, is using the Jag for faster construction, and he's using the short circuit too.
Oh.
So a little bit of interesting play by the engineer. It's certainly working great.
Yeah.
So far, at least.
Short circuit is definitely one of those weapons that's not used enough and needs more use, so we can figure out the best ways in order to use it, if that makes sense. But we do have the Uber pop from Red, actually forced by Sally. Why not? Why the heck not? So Heavy Med on Red actually not going to be able to do anything with that,
yeah,
but
nothing to shoot. They come around the corner and are like, what?
Oh wait, we popped because of an engineer, that's right. But hey, pop it or drop it, and much better to pop it. When they have 60 seconds left, and if OSM can hold off for 60 more seconds, they will win this match because, wow, that would be incredible.
It would. It's been a lot of back and forth. 45 seconds. It's coming down to desperation time.
Oh wait, that's that is the rules, right? It's not that they have 5 minutes and 30 seconds they have 5 minutes and 30 seconds for the rest of the map, though. This is just one way for them to win if they want to cap.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Payload rules. I know them. I just can't explain them. But we do have Ubers ready to go, so we're probably going to see an Uber exchange before this 14 seconds is up. Uber is ready for blue. I mean, they don't have to push right here. They have time to get the whole map here, but they do indeed decide to push. Sentry gun goes down, melts away from them. They don't even see the red combo in from behind, and red combo is going to pop. Get some time on that cart, stop it in its tracks, and
needle gun is out.
Never a good sign. I think there may be a misunderstanding about the rules, because right now blue is just suiciding onto the point where they don't need to. They still have 4 minutes and 40 seconds to get the entire thing left. Oh wait, what? Anyway, the game goes to OSM, not able to get it in time. I'm confused about those rules there. Usually it's... They would have had, I guess, the map timer? Something with the map timer.
I'm not sure.
Regardless, OSM will take the victory. We are your casters and we are confused, but whatever, congratulations. So, good stuff from both teams, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I saw lots of good stuff. I mean, it was kind of back and forth and up and down. I mean, we saw a lot of great plays, obviously, from the Spies, and the Scouts had some good plays, too. Maybe not always pushing when they should have been, but... you know, I think toward the end they started to figure it out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, good plays from all around. A little bit of work needed with coordination, pushes, calls, comms, but that's iron for you. So, good job to both teams and good luck in the future. Hope to see them in season whatever we are in next. But Get Oil, do you have any final thoughts or anything you want to plug? Any YouTube or Twitches or whatever?
Nothing specific. There's a lot of casts coming up over the next say month or so. A couple events going on and stuff like that. But you know, both you and I have our Twitch and our YouTube channels, and I'm sure that any events we'll put the links up and what have you.
Yeah, so definitely stay tuned for that. Lots of fun stuff coming up. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me in this fun, entertaining Swiftwater map.
Yeah, absolutely. Hope to do it again.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have a map or match you want to see casted, definitely send me a link at falafel1066@yahoo.com, or you can follow me on Twitter and tweet at me. I am at KipTF2. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and have a good day.